So, Smoke, you have spent the last 4 grueling days stuck in a time loop in which you've tried over and over and over to try and get out of it, to try to figure it out. Went through many scarifications and jewel embedding into your skin, only for the day to reset. But only your day. Everyone else's day has to put up with your quite illogical rantings of, yeah, I'm stuck in a time loop, but hey, I know this about you, and I know this about you, and I know this about you, to try and get them to believe you so that you can move on to your day and get further in the next day of how to break this. So this last day, day 4, day 3, you get everyone to believe you fairly quickly by sharing very intimate pieces of knowledge. And you separate yourself from the group. Maybe it is day 4. Many days. You separate yourself from the group. The group takes the ship away from Silverymoon, and you spend your day alone. And just about the time that you have pinpointed when the day resets, you watch the dad of a child who almost gets run over every single day go to should probably move to this, to the moon bridge, jump off and kill himself. You wake on your next day, Smoke, as you have many times before, standing in the middle of the ship early in the morning with Guillermo's lute, playing the same song that he had taught you so long ago. I did get thee, fair maiden. What do you do?
Fuck! Gonna do my normal. Just gonna blow past the guard, because I know how this turns out. Go knock on everybody's doors. Get up, meet me in the bar. We need breakfast. Yes, for Audrey, I know. You'll wait, it's fine. You'll get up in 5 minutes. I don't always have to wake you. Just, please, everybody, meet me in the bar. And I'm just gonna head there. I'm too tired to do other shit at the moment.
Okay. So everyone meets you. Do you go through
Yep, same old song and dance.
Day's information, knowing already that it works pretty well?
Yep, show Fraudry his coin, or tell Fraudry about the coin in his pocket, tell him about the first book he ever read. About dragons, that is. Try and convince Vasily, though I'm guessing you're still gonna doubt me, Vasily.
Yep.
Liked you better when you followed commands. And just, so, yesterday you guys had the idea that if I couldn't be by the ship, maybe it would break the curse, but you guys left me in Silverymoon all day, flew the ship as far away as you could, and at 5 p.m. The day reset and I woke up on the ship again. Slightly before this, I had flown up to the tallest building in Silverymoon and just set out to watch. As everybody was going about their business to go home, I noticed a man leaving his house. He walked himself to the moon bridge and he jumped off. And as his body hit the water, the day reset. So I'm guessing whatever this is has to do with this man dying.
Hold on. You're saying that you would let us just take the ship.
You tried to cast magic on me to get me out of here. And I kept my scroll of teleportation circle, so that way I could get back if need be. So any ideas?
You're
Sorry.
crazy. I think you've actually cracked.
Yes, I'm pretty much getting that idea. Vasily, this would be a lot easier if you remembered something I could tell you that I shouldn't know, but you don't. So that's a pain in the
Hold on.
ass.
Because you mentioned it, I gotta con save it.
As your friend, associate, partner is pretty agitated at you that you can't remember anything useful for him to use on you in return in these time loops. You don't remember anything else.
If you're so sure that this day is looping, I could just walk over the side of the ship and everything will be fine then.
What logic is that? Thank you for the sub. Pink. What logic is that?
We're gonna start walking towards the side of the ship.
That the Vasily, that there's
If the day keeps looping, then this is of no consequence. If you fully believe that the day is still looping, this is of no consequence to you.
But I
Well,
need you if we're
Vasily,
to stop this.
I think the point is we hope today is the last day of the loop. We hope every day is the last day of the loop.
But there's no loop, that's what I'm saying.
There is, Vasily. I know that. Here's something I shouldn't know. You have that design in your back. I would know that, but would I know that to get it copied onto my body, I would have to have it engraved into me and have sapphires embedded in my skin?
Well, I mean, they would never engrave it on human flesh anyway.
Yes, but if you were to say for any reason, if I was to convince you of a reason for this to happen, which I've done 3 times now, you would inform me then that it's not just a simple tattoo, but I have to get it carved and embedded, correct?
I mean, how else would you get an actual sapphire in your body? But yeah.
Just tattooed on as a design. That's the simple way, but you informed me that I would have to have it embedded. And you're right, you could go jump off this one more time. You could just go jump off the edge of the ship and I could wait for the day to reset, and then this would probably time loop again and again. And the one time I break it, you're not coming back. There's nobody here to bring you back or heal you, you know that. Actually, I think Fraudry can do that. Regardless.
Well, let's not try it.
Agreed. Do you going and jump? If you don't believe me, you jumping off the edge of the ship proves that you do believe me?
I don't know if I believe him or not yet, Vasily, but if he's right, then we just stay alive and try and fix this. If he's wrong, well, if he's wrong and you jump off the side of a ship, that's going to suck for you.
So like I said, I found a man who seems to be connected. He's in the city center. I can give you a list of things that are in Zarda's shop if that will help you. I can bring you to the location of a tattoo artist that we've never been to that part of town. I can tell you of an event that will happen today, when it will happen and where it will happen, and we can witness it happen.
And you say this has happened
This is
3 times now?
3 full days I have lived here. So this was the 4th. The first day we visited Zara, I went and tracked down a tattoo artist with Vasily, who then informed me I had to get it carved into my back. Not fun. You went off and visited Wormworks and talked to them there. You informed me on the second day of you doing this that they have nothing to hope against forest dragons, and you procured a slight arrangement for a higher price, though nothing set in stone, if we were to return with forest dragon part or wasteland dragon parts. And you also told me that they were very skeptical we'd ever return alive. Toes spent his day, the second day, flying around town and wrote me down a list of things that are to happen. So I can show you some events that I have seen that will happen that I should have no knowledge of happening. But I would prefer all of your help in this and not to be an ass, but I'm kind of getting tired. I haven't actually slept in 4 days mentally, and it's starting to wear on me.
Well, let's go stop whatever you say is happening.
Okay.
I think it would be beneficial if I did the same things I did, apparently, over the past 3 days. I would like to check in on Zara, see how she's taking this, and if I set up a deal with Wormworks, I suppose I should set up a deal with Wormworks.
Okay, just so you know, Zara will have some magical mugs and a set of 5 rings that, if we are all to wear them, could help us stave off death for a short time for one of us.
Should I acquire these items?
We've acquired them in the past, but in reality, I just would like to get past today and we can acquire them tomorrow if need be.
Alright.
If you're there and if you're in Rome, you might as well get them, I guess. I don't know where Rome is, but apparently, the thing now.
It's a very small place in Faerun. You blink and you miss it.
For some reason, all the roads.
Oh, it's to Rome, Georgia?
Yeah, it's Rome, Georgia.
Athens, Tennessee.
But yes, Paris.
Alright,
Florida.
well. Yeah.
Let's.
Where shall we meet? I suppose we should settle that.
The blue X is the house I saw him leave out of, right? PM?
Yeah.
And Wormworks is just to the north of that, correct?
Yes.
So, what time of day was it? Like midday? You said it was like midday-ish that the cart almost kills the child, right?
So the cart is green, and they're heading west when they almost get run over, and it is midday-ish, high noon.
Okay.
So we meet at the man's house?
No.
Or we meet at the moon bridge?
Meet at Wormworks. Well, actually, he should be able to make it to Zara's, and then after the whole kid incident, yeah, meet at the man's house. We'll probably get there before you, but you could show up late and help. If something bad happens, you know.
I assume he gives me a rough directions to the man's house, because I've never been there.
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
I'll have the airship go up a little bit and I'll point to it. Your perception, you can see it. Or some shit.
Well, off we go then.
Putting Wormworks on the actual map. Of course you don't label where that is specifically. The Golden Oak, which you've been, is... I'll just put that in yellow.
Can you mark Zara's shop too?
Yeah. So the Golden Oak is in that area. Shining Scroll is close to that. I'll do purple for Zara. D4? D3. I have lost. Shining Scroll D3. Dun, 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 dun.
This background music is pretty nice too.
It is.
Zara's shop is about there in purple. What else do you want?
Wormworks in red.
It says shops, but it... Okay, so let's see. Wormworks. It says Mini Cat's Lane, a side street in the North Bank section of Silverymoon. But of course, Mini Cat's Lane is not labeled. 2-4. So we're gonna make it up. We're gonna say Wormworks is here.
So we spend all of our time inside the old wall. Nice.
No, because you do have to go to,
Marcon is like down
Marcon,
here,
yeah.
right?
which is no. The map house
That was-
is F3.
Hey, what's the Vault of Sages?
Right? Or the
Marcon's
School
here.
of Thaumaturgy.
Right.
Vault of Sages is one of those things that we've always seen, but never really visited.
I wouldn't know why there's
I
an
would
entire
go
school
there, but
centered
Terry
around
is
one
too
single
stupid to
cantrip.
utilize
Right?
anything from the Vault of Sages, so he's gonna not.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, divide and conquer.
Oh, and then your tattoo guy. Oh, why did I just move all of those? There we go. I meant to the map layer. Your tattoo guy is like here.
Okay, well, he can wait for now.
Yeah. But that's generally where you spend your time.
Yeah.
And then your daddy was here.
What?
What?
You heard her, guys. He's my daddy.
I don't live on a bridge. What are you talking about?
No, you're step bro.
Uh,
Fair.
so who's taking what?
Do you want Slice with you, Fraudry?
No offense, but I feel like I move a little quicker on my own.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's fair. He's can keep So I guess everybody's with me and Fraudry's going off on his own. 'Cause
I'm fine with that.
I mean Vasily's. Are you following me, Vasily? Are you interested in seeing if I'm right or?
Yeah.
Okay. Toes, you're free to. I just know Slice is coming with me and Vasily is. Well, yeah, so we're just gonna go sit in the square and wait for the kid to almost get run over.
Okay. It's the same weather. It's sunny, it's busy, everyone's out. You wait several hours just watching people do their thing. And the sun is very high in the sky when a very familiar cart to you.
I mean, when I see the cart like
I know.
come into view, I'm going to tap Vasily and just point at it before anything like ever goes down with it, and just be
Okay.
like, that cart, and I'm gonna find the child in the crowd and point to the child and be like, is going to almost hit that child, but she will be saved.
a very familiar cart to you, very familiar man who you've basically cussed out. It depends how. Like, it's very busy, so everyone is heading towards the market from their homes and to, like, from and to the market. I can place you. These are probably not the greatest for you, Trey, right?
Are we within 60 feet?
Yes. How many of these colors can you see? Okay, yeah. So I'll have you. Oh, that's peach. Let's not do that color.
Trey's muted.
No, I'm just on push to talk. Sorry. The pink one's easy enough to see, and
As long as you can see
red
the
one.
X's.
Yeah.
So this red X is basically where you're standing. Next.
Okay. And this is just a cart being drawn by a horse.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to banish the horse.
What?
Do you
I'm
realize?
casting banishment
You're going
on the
to
horse.
send the horse to another dimension?
Do you realize the
Yes.
whole point of this was to show you that I had been through this day and nobody was going to get hurt, right?
I'm just going to see if I can change it.
You're not going to.
Well, that horse is gone. I'm sorry.
It is.
I mean, doesn't the horse need to make it Christmas safe?
It can roll.
Technically, yes.
It can roll a nat
Unfortunately,
20.
Horses are very charismatic.
It needs to have an 18. Or it needs to roll an 18.
Wait, can it even pass?
I'm gonna make this a draft horse.
I mean, horses have a charisma, don't they?
Yeah, -2.
So it
Yeah.
has to roll
What-
a natural 20.
It has to roll a nat 20.
Yeah. no.
Sick.
I don't even see it. Okay, now I do.
Ah, that would have been so good.
To be a divination or fucking time wizard right now, so I can
Right.
force the horse to succeed.
Seer, just
Sphinx,
these it.
by luck for the horse.
Buy luck for the horse.
Can I buy luck for the horse? I will buy 277 lux for the horse.
There has to be a natural 20 in that.
Yes.
I
hold on.
counterspell your
It has
banishment on the
anything to do with
horse.
If I had counterspell, I was gonna use it. I didn't take a level in Bard.
So the at what point do you banish the horse? Like, right
As
before.
soon as it gets pointed out to me, because he was explaining to me what was going to happen. So as soon as he
Yes.
points it out to me, I'm just going to just banish.
Okay.
And I need
Then-
an item that's distasteful to the target. What
You
don't
know more
horses
about
do?
horses than I do.
Literally me. I am distasteful to the target.
You're a giant, yeah. Okay.
Did they not like the piece of metal between their jaw? I don't know what that's called. The bite,
The bit.
the
Very
bit.
close.
Yeah, so the horse will come back, and the bit, by the way, is wooden. It's not metal.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll come back after a minute.
But it comes back in the same space it was, so does that mean it's going to come back inside the cart? Because the cart still has
No,
momentum.
or the nearest unoccupied space.
Yeah, it'll go to an unoccupied space.
So it's just
So-
going to come back on top of the cart.
Um.
I just love the fact that 60 seconds from now, a fucking horse is gonna appear in the middle of the street.
So the smoke points out the cart through the traffic to Vasily. Vasily banishes the horse, and the cart comes to a stop suddenly.
Of course.
Of a horse. Of course. Yes. This is so dumb.
Of course.
A horror, of
and
course.
the driver is dumbfounded. He's looking around to see what the hell just happened. Like, where did the horse go? And he notices
only have
that
60 seconds.
in his path is a family, but he's just so bewildered of where the fuck did my horse go. What do you do? Anything specific in that minute?
Can I put the banished horse in my secret chest?
Hey. What?
I don't. Do you?
I'm clearly kidding.
Okay, I was like, it's like, is there some wording in banishment that like?
I mean, you
Send it to another
a
plane.
harmless demi-plane.
I mean, so technically you could have put it in a secret chest for the minute, because that is a harmless demiplane.
I don't think you get to choose though.
No,
No,
it
you
doesn't
don't.
say the target or the.
No,
Caster
it
chooses.
just goes somewhere.
Well,
Anyway, so
I'd like to
nothing
send
in
it to
that
the
minute.
abyss.
yeah, in that, what happens?
So after a minute, the horse reappears slightly closer to. Well, let's see. An object in motion stays in motion for a good bit.
Hold on.
He will.
If it was a cart, the tack for the horse would have fallen and hit the ground and caused that
Yes.
cart to stop almost immediately.
Well, there we go. Horse facts.
Well, cart facts. Whatever.
So basically, the
Horse
horse
fact.
respawns
Horses are super gross.
right on the cart, like very close to the cart. But he's not attached to it. And this lowly cart driver, who does not have an ounce of magic to him, is just dumbfounded that his horse disappeared for a minute. At this point, the family has walked away, not even noticing that a horse has disappeared and reappeared because it's so busy in the traffic. And they're heading home. They're heading away from the scene.
How does the horse respond to all this?
Yeah, what plane did it get sent to?
It was incapacitated on that plane, so is it freaking out right now, or is it just like...
It's
horses
freak-
are stupid.
So it'd be freaking out, yes.
Horses know two things: go fast and bite.
I'd like
kick.
to multi-class into Druid and cast Awaken on this horse and
I
ask...
thought you were going to want to multi-class into horse.
I almost said that. Because that was
That's where
what
I
was
thought you
going
were
through my
going.
brain, and I had to physically restrain myself from saying horse.
I want to multi-class into horse. Can I do that, DM? Can we do that? I want to
go
bite
faster.
attack.
I just
Oh,
want
we
the
can
I want the
kick
racial
attack.
I just want the racial trait from it.
The carrying capacity?
Not
That's
hunt
not
like
the
a
racial
horse.
trait he wants.
Mmm.
He wants to taste like raisins.
Uh-huh. Mmm.
So anyway,
Yes, the horse is freaking out, and the driver has to spend quite some time calming the horse down enough to even hook it back up to the cart.
Well, that certainly circumnavigated the child almost getting hit. Should we follow the family now, or do you want to let this entire day play out to see if you stopped it? I figure if we go through with it and see if the family's okay, then less likely of me having to relive this again.
well, plus you say the day resets when this guy like jumps to try and kill himself, right?
Yeah,
Or he jumps, I'll just banish him too.
that he would return in the same exact spot. Are
Okay,
you-
but if you extend the day, like he jumps at the same time every day, right?
Yes. So, I mean,
Okay,
we can
so
try
if you
it.
Stop him from jumping at that time.
I mean, we can try that. I would still like to investigate the family with whiskey
Let's
and...
follow.
Okay. We'll follow to his house. Toes and...
But Vasily's also slightly annoyed because he just doesn't believe you and thinks this is a waste of time.
Yeah, I figured. Toes, Slice, we're going to be probably standing outside somebody's house for the next couple hours, so if you two want to go entertain yourselves, it's probably better to just have the dwarf and the robot and not a giant Leonin and... Well, Slice buttons in anywhere here. So, actually, I mean, we could all stay there. It doesn't really fucking matter. What's the worst that happened? We anger the guards and the day resets?
Sure.
We anger the guards, there's a TPK, and because we stopped the cart from running that person over, it never resets.
You know, that's a good point.
Although, I'm gonna be honest, unless the town wizards who all like us, except Zara, got on their side, I don't think the guards could kill us at this point.
Yeah, I got a good point.
I'm pretty sure we could kill every single guard in the fucking city. And at the very least, we could escape.
We could easily escape.
Until you find out that every guard has a layer action. And you're in their swamp.
Yeah, the layer extends 2 miles outside of the city, and one of it is drop aircraft. Yes, let's, so we'll follow them to their house.
Okay.
Oh shit, actually, I would like to talk to that horse.
Okay.
I possess Speak with Animals as one of my oath spells, so it is always prepared.
Wait, were you with
What
us?
questions do you
Yeah,
guys
Toes and Slice are with us.
Oh, nice.
What questions would you guys like to ask that horse? Because apparently that's something I could do.
What plane? What does it remember? What is it? What does the incapacitated condition do to you?
You just can't take actions or reactions, I think.
Is it just the one where you're literally in limbo?
What's a draft horse's intelligence?
4? Or no,
2.
2. Sorry, -4.
Seems about right.
mm,
They're fucking stupid.
Yeah, incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
So you're
it says nothing
conscious.
about movement.
Yeah, so you're
fucking stupid.
conscious and you can move. You just can't function.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
You're staggering drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So do you speak with horse?
Sure, I will cast Speak with Horse. To's
Okay.
second favorite spell behind Speak with Whore.
That shouldn't. Okay.
And I will ask it what it remembers of where it went. And I will offer it an apple that I definitely have, if it tells me the truth.
Probably. It remembers. It's gonna be like octopus. Warm sun. It remembers green grass.
We banished this fucker to the Fae, didn't we?
It remembers other horses.
Can I make a religion check to see if I know if there's just like a plane of horses?
Like horse Valhalla.
Yeah, horse Valhalla.
Okay.
Not horse Valhalla. This isn't where the whores go. This is where the horses go.
This is in Toes' heaven. Probably not.
You don't know much about demiplanes?
Yeah, that's fair.
From what Toes is telling you, there could be a
You
whole
don't know
world
much.
of horses.
You don't know much about horse religion?
Nope. I didn't take that elective course in school.
In Bard College.
Bard College didn't cover that one. Well, now that we burned a couple minutes doing that, let's go see what this family's doing. Why this guy's killing himself every day.
I have so many spells prepared that I've never ever used. Because the amount of spells I can prepare is way more than the amount of spells I ever use.
You mean like banishment?
I use Misty Step, Dispel Magic, Revivify, and Find Greater Steed. And every other spell... Oh, and Detect Magic. Every other spell on my spell list is fucking useless.
Hey, there's a use. You just have to find the right chaotic moment. So following the family, they are quite ahead of you at this point because of horse.
Yeah, but I remember where they live, right?
Yeah. So their house is a hovel. And the loaf of bread that they were carrying back from the marketplace, you watch it being dispersed between those in the household. There is a dirt floor, and the small child is on the only bed in the house, crying as the mom kneels down and gives them a piece of bread.
Vasily, is there anything? And we can just see into this? Yeah.
You're watching from their windows. I'm assuming there isn't 5 people watching from the windows, and it's just one person watching.
Probably
Just
is.
Scooby-Doo stacked up the windowsill.
Vasily, would I be... I'm not that great with medicine, but would it be able to just be seen that this kid is either like malnourished or just sick?
You can make a medicine check.
Sure.
I'll tell Vasily to go look in the in the door. Big metal man, go peer into these people's houses.
Notice that the child is dirty and probably a little thin for their age, but the mom is also handing them the biggest portion.
Okay.
Do we want to...
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Okay. You do so, and it is very loud. Louder than you intended, because you have a metal hand, and it is a thin door. While the mom is caring for the child, the father opens the door. And is it just Vasily at the door? Has everyone else, like, scooted? Are they still through the windows?
I'm, just on the outside of the door listening, but, or, I'm within earshot, but being...
Sneaky?
Yeah, out of sight, out of
Okay.
sight.
Toes is
Okay.
sneaky too. Hold on.
What?
Toes is going to intentionally fail at being sneaky, is what I meant.
Okay. Fraudry and or Slice.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It's actually
Well,
still
Fraudry's not here.
Toes has expertise in stealth for some goddamn reason.
Fraudry's at Zara's.
Okay. So the dad opens the door to Vasily, and he's very confused. There isn't many Warforged in Silverymoon. You've not come across any. And he's only heard of Warforged, never really seen of one. And he sees you in your clerical robes, and he almost shuts the door on you, saying that he's not interested.
Time to get interested. Will you please step out here and speak to me for a second?
He looks back at his family, and he shuts the door behind him. Like, he's outside, and he shuts the door behind him. And he looks around, and he sees Toes just hanging out on the side of their house. Also, lean-ins are very rare in Silverymoon, and so he is very confused why a Warforged and a lean-in has approached him and his family.
Sir, I need to ask you. Are you planning on killing yourself?
Wow, what's that charisma score?
I've been put on suicide watch. That means I'm coming to watch.
he looks nervous, and it's like,
It's a simple yes or no. And if you are, how can we make that not happen?
what kind of question is that?
A valid one. Please answer it.
You're strangers. I don't know you.
Sorry.
Goodbye.
I'm going to cast command to tell him to answer the question.
First class of house king with codename Vasily. I am a local cleric. I am asking you this.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna cast command and say answer. God, I have these spells are so cool.
What are you commanding?
It's only one word, so I'm going to command him to answer.
What's this save?
I think it's a charisma save. I'll check.
Charisma or wisdom?
Yeah.
Let me make him an actual character sheet.
I mean, if he's a commoner, just +0 to everything. He's a 10 on.
I mean, unless he has negative wisdom.
That's fair.
Or unless
I was
there's
just
a
Guys,
stat
is
sheet.
there a one word for answer truthfully?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay. I have a character sheet. It's charisma.
Wisdom.
Okay, same thing. Same thing for him. That would be an 18.
I'm gonna cast command again. I can do this all day. I'm
It'll
gonna
probably
cast
just fail
command
the second
again. Wait, was that a 17 or an 18?
17.
Okay, I don't need to cast it again. My
Okay.
DC is 18.
So he hears you whisper something, and he's somehow able to overturn the forces that are making his vocal cords work. And then you mutter something again, and he just blurts out yes.
Okay, so now that we know that you're going to, how do we get you to not? What is causing you to want to kill yourself?
At this point, he is visibly upset. He's basically being not
I'd be
bullied,
upset
but
if someone
interrogated by two
broke down my
strangers.
house and mind controlled me too.
It's a simple answer. I just need to know how to get you to not kill yourself. What is something that we can do right now in this current moment to make you not kill yourself?
He is angry. He yells this out.
Nobody
He
got
blurts this
commotions?
out. He says, "Do you see the shit I live in? I go hungry. My wife goes hungry. My child goes hungry. So
From-
unless you can change that,
I'm about to manhandle him. I am
I mean,
grabbing him
we
and picking him up.
But we probably won't.
I am grabbing him and picking him up.
okay, what are you doing with him?"
I am, as I'm picking him up, going to shake him and say, "I'm trying to help you," and then set him back down.
He's gonna throw hands.
Can I try and intervene and just say I wouldn't do that? Just like
Make a persuasion.
He's gonna throw hands at a towering metal.
Who had
He's gonna
just
fucking
picked
break
him
his
up.
own hand.
Who just forced him to speak.
I get it, but he is gonna break his fucking hand.
yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna throw hands and break hands.
I wouldn't do that if I
Um,
was you.
He's mid-swing when he hears you, and he looks at what he's about to punch, and it's Vasily. It's metal, and he is frustrated.
Calm down.
I'm going to
man.
call out 800 platinum and hand it to him.
I mean, yeah, that'll do it.
Go buy yourself a house.
That is one way to solve this problem.
Congratulations, you won the lottery. You're about to have a lot of family members.
Go buy yourself a house. Go feed your children. If there's anything, are any of you sick? Are any of you anything
If you are,
besides me? Yeah, if
He hasn't taken the money yet, and he's turned like an ashen shade. He is sickened by the amount of money that you've thrown at him.
sure, we can double this and still not blink an eye. Money is no object
I'm
to
not
us.
trying
Shake
to
him.
get you
I
to do
literally
anything.
broke. I have zero
I
money.
just want you to take this money and be happy, and don't kill yourself.
Is there something else going on? You in debt to people?
No, just never had any luck.
Here's your luck, buddy. Take the money.
You just hit the jackpot. Are any of your family members
What?
sick? What?
No. I guess we were fortunate enough to not have any illness, just never any money. What do you want?
Nothing. Just don't kill yourself.
You killing yourself is being inconvenient.
Why are you worried about the life of someone who lives in the slums?
I'm not.
Apparently, you killing yourself is very inconvenient to us. So,
Put it
Not
this
to
way.
us.
I'm
don't
gonna be
know
honest,
anything that's happening.
I don't really care about you. But every time you die, it resets time, and it's apparently getting annoying. So,
See, we don't remember any of it. But our friend over here is living the same day over and over. So don't kill yourself. Take the money. Have a good life. Thank you.
He's looking at all of you like you're fucking lunatics.
Cool.
You're-
Check it. It's real money. That's 800 bucks.
Trust me, you're not far off. We are all a little crazy, but we won't come back for the money. Go buy yourselves a house. Go live a nice life. If this works and you don't kill yourself, then you'll never see or hear from us again. But you have quite a big quite a big purse to start a new life.
Who's handing it to him, Vasily?
Yeah.
While I firmly have him still grasped, by the way.
I would like to use Divine Sense and also Detect Magic to see if this guy's got anything weird or wacky going on.
Okay. Not on him specifically.
Wonderful.
There is a marking on the frame of the door that is celestial in nature.
Wonderful. I would like to ask Vasily to investigate it, to examine it, because I have a -1 to investigation and to Arcana,
What does it say?
and I don't speak Celestial.
It's a symbol.
Uh-huh.
It is a symbol of a woman's face with locks of hair encircling her face. Make a religion check to see if you know who it is.
Because I know Celestial?
It's not written in Celestial, it's just a symbol.
Celestial doesn't matter. I got a 17.
Okay, so while you are putting hands on this man, forcing money into his chest, Toes shows this symbol to you, and you know it is the symbol of Sune.
Oh, motherfucker.
What does that mean, players?
Wait, Sune or Saloon?
Sune. No, not Salune. Sune.
Okay, I thought it was my god, and I was like, motherfucker.
No. Sune.
Player to DM. What does that mean?
Player to
she's-
DM, you'll find out.
Oh, okay, I won't spoil it then.
I know what it is, and I should know a little bit about it, right?
Okay, so Sune is the goddess of love, beauty, and passion.
a really hot non-mechanical doesn't know it?
No,
Okay.
that's wasn't the point for it to be Sune. So he will take the money very reluctantly. Like he's almost scared to, like you're just gonna come after him and ask for double the amount. And he quietly shuts the door behind him as he walks inside. He scrounges up the very few belongings that the family has. They open the door again. The wife is crying and in tears. She is so happy. And as she's about to say thank you, and just like wanting to shake everyone's hands, the husband pushes her away. Not like aggressive, just like he doesn't want to be associated with you all any more than he has to.
That's fair.
And the child looks up at all of you. And he reaches towards the one person he could probably reach in height, which is Smoke. And he hands Smoke his rabbit. And then rushes back to his mother as they walk away.
Like a live rabbit, or
Like it was the stuffed rabbit that the child had dropped.
Okay.
When he was
that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
We don't want this. What the fuck?
As he goes to walk away, though, I would like to cast 3 spells on him. Heal, lesser restoration, and greater restoration. Just a couple.
Jesus.
What was the first one?
Heal.
Oh, okay.
Casting
Wow.
heal?
Wow.
So fun fact, in Dungeons and Dragons, if you go to the positive energy plane, you get healed so quickly that it increases your maximum health, and once it gets to the point where it doubles your max health, it kills you. I think you're going to heal this kid to death.
You are. 35 times his health.
It'll be fine.
Do you still want to do this?
I think this kid's gonna burn up from the inside out.
It also ends blindness, deafness, and any disease affecting the target. So technically you don't even need greater or lesser restoration at that point. Just heal will do it.
Covering your bases. Instead of heal, I'll use healing word.
Okay.
Okay. You have to at like first level? And is it only on the child or the whole family?
Just the kid. I don't care about the parents. I just need the dad not to kill himself. That's it.
Okay.
He needs to just not commit stim pie.
Wow. I mean, the child doesn't look any better, like more healthy. He just looks like a dirty kid. I'm guessing you're doing that as he's walking towards his mother again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just instant cast Identify on the rabbit. Just out of pure and utter, like, paranoia.
Okay.
Comes back a normal rabbit.
It comes back a normal rabbit, but I do want to know if Smoke can figure out why Sune. So
She's the sun goddess, right? Or no?
No.
But she also represented the sun. Am I on the... Oh, I'm on an old wiki.
It's the opposite of... Who's the opposite of Shar?
Selune.
Selune is night.
Selune is the moon goddess.
Selune is moon, Shar is night. The sun is Lathander.
Yeah. I was reading an old, like a 2E
Yeah.
wiki.
The sun would be Lathander.
He's also the Dawn. Lathander's a confusing guy because he calls the Dawn Cataclysm, and no one fucking knows what the Dawn Cataclysm was. Just that it was something he did.
Tight. So I would like an intelligence check from Smoke.
Yeah, actually, I'm not that bad at those. I'm bad at those.
You have no idea why you and Sune have to do with each other. But you feel better about helping a family.
I think does it have to do with my normal, like, extracurricular activities when we're in cities like this? Like, because that's what Smoke's just gonna genuinely think. Is that, like, instead of his normal just giving out, like, he was pointed towards somebody. But if that's not it, that's still what he gonna believe.
I mean, you can continue thinking that, yeah.
If his player eventually...
It may not be the whole reason, but that's what Smoke is going to assume.
Wait, what race were these people?
Human.
Okay. I was about to say, if these were fucking some snow tabaxis, I missed a whole fucking thing there.
No. I never gave a race, so just make it human.
Okay.
Whether or not you all feel better about doing some severe charity work, that's on y'all's personal goodness scale. Probably Smoke feels really good about it because he usually does that. Anyway.
And it didn't come out of my pocket this time.
What do you do for the rest of do you do the tattoo thing, thinking that the day is reset?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm waiting till tomorrow. Smoke is...
Okay. So while all of that
I am staying on the bridge. Like,
okay.
I'm not going... once it gets past like 3 p.m., I'm gonna head to the bridge.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna wait.
And dragging the rest of everyone there, or is everyone else?
Everybody is...
I wish there was a tracker spell in D&D.
The Hunter's Mark.
It's called Hunter's Mark.
You have it.
Oh, I forgot it did that. No,
that you're a ranger?
On tracking people. It doesn't tell you where they are.
It depends on how Chris rolls it, but I think Chris rolled it for me that I knew where... Because I tracked the vampire woman.
Yeah.
And Chris rolled it like I knew where she was at.
But also locate creature?
Yeah.
That just tells you...
Also that.
Within 1,000 feet, locate creature?
There is Mind Spike, but I think that just tells you what plane they're on, and also I'm not a wizard. So.
That also deals damage.
Oh yes, also it would kill him.
There is that part.
I would know where he is. Because he would be in the
From
same
his
place all
blood
the time,
splatter.
he would be dead.
From the blood pouring from his nose and ears and eyes. Yes.
I'm just gonna let them go. We could have like followed them, but I don't want to. Just tell everybody that I'm gonna go wait on the bridge where I saw him kill himself, and if they wish to follow me and wait as well, they can. But I'm probably going to, for that last, once it hits like 4:30, I'm probably gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Because it is an hour, and just.
Okay. Before I get to the answer that is just burning in your mind. Fraudry, you went to Zara.
Yeah. I won't go into detail. It's pretty much the same thing I've done for the past 3 days.
Well, yeah, but I'll at least recap what. Do you buy the items, or do you wait to see if it's somehow a loop?
Just for the sake of metagaming, I'll buy the items and we can settle up on gold later. Because
I never put the gold back, so I've
we've never
been living.
Yeah,
with
so
it.
like, we'll just say that we settle it up later.
Yeah.
To keep things simple, we have the items. The gold has been taken out.
Okay. So you have the items. You Do you ask her this time about her whereabouts? Because that was something additional that you did based on knowing it was a loop and a loop and a loop.
And me forgetting over the week, I would have told Fraudry her vague explanation before he went. So he would give or take be able to guess what she's going to say if I am correct. But
No, I wouldn't press. I've been told that this is the 4th day we're in a loop, and that Zara isn't aware. So, like, I won't even go into detail. I'll just ask her how she's doing, buy the items, ask about getting the Oathbow enchanted.
Okay. She'll give you the same answers.
Yeah, be friendly.
She just didn't sleep well. That'll take about a 10-day and 7,500 to mix the 2 enchantments. Has the cups, has the rings. You purchase those. You only brought out the tea weird for Marcon the night before, right?
Yeah, I never made tea for Zara. I think I told Zara to make her some tea, make herself some tea.
Okay. So all of that happens, and it goes by well enough. You are still a bit perturbed that she doesn't open up to you as much as you would like.
It is a little annoying.
And so you leave items in tow and you go to Wormworks, and you are, I'm guessing, given the information that Smoke had already known, that you meet one of the brothers there.
I'll keep it short, and I'll just let them know that we are headed to the Wastes, and if we come back, we will come back with really, really, really rare dragon pieces, and we expect to set our own price.
He is the hybrid emotion of very excited but very skeptical. Very excited that these would be a possibility, very skeptical that you would ever come back alive with such a thing. So he's not trying to get his hopes up about it.
That's fine. Skepticism just adds to the price.
And so that goes well. And that is the first part of your afternoon. What are you doing?
Hopefully, I shaved off enough time by not spending too much time on those occasions to go find a contact that I have previously been to in Silverymoon.
Okay. Are you going to outwardly tell me what you say, or DM me, or
sure.
just go?
We'll keep it quick. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because I did meet this person in person last time, right?
I do believe it was post. Like, you used mail.
I thought I found them and had them mail a letter for me.
Oh, maybe that. I know mail wasn't involved. But yeah, you can meet them.
Cool.
Down some alley. You can find some shady people who know some shady people to bring you a contact to meet with.
Question, how long does it take to attune to an item?
An hour.
Would I have enough time during the day, like after Wormworks, to just like take a late lunch and attune to the Hat of Disguise?
Sure. If you want. If you want to prepare for the meeting.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Do you want to do that before asking around for said contact, or do you want to ask for said contact, have them, like, tell them to meet you in an hour or so at a certain location and then change?
No, I'm gonna change and then start talking to folks.
Okay. What do you change in?
Just a average-looking, somewhat taller human male.
Okay.
Not standing out, blends in, like, you wouldn't notice him in a crowd.
Okay. So you meet with your contact down some shady alley.
This has been a long time, and I don't remember specifically what I told him last time. But did I ever get names? Which, Jake, you might be able to tell me this. Did I ever get names of people that were hunting you?
I think I just mentioned the one of the, whoever held the... No, I don't think I ever told you names. I think I just told you that there was, like, a powerful archmage and another man.
I think that was it.
Yeah,
Powerful archmage.
I don't think I ever said specific names. I think I just summarized that there are some people looking for me.
Yeah, but I can deduce from my knowledge that a powerful archmage, Blackstaff was one of them. He was the one that I sent a letter to last time. Coincidentally, it was just, he happened to be the closest. Right, Chris?
Yes.
So I'm going to have this contact send another letter to wherever Blackstaff is at. I don't remember. I think it was in...
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was the closest to where Silverymoon was. So I'm going to have him send another letter to Waterdeep urgently and tell them that the white tabaxi smoke that they have been seeking has been seen in Silverymoon within the past few days and is detained there magically, although I can't tell how long he'll be there.
Okay, but you specifically say Tabaxi.
No, I just tell him the white tabaxi named Smoke that you've been looking for.
Okay.
That person
Okay.
is being magically detained in Silverymoon, although I can't promise how long they'll be there. If you want to catch up with them, now's the time.
Okay.
Is this going to be like a handwritten post letter, or can this contact actually magically talk to them? Because that's going to change things.
I will say I would think that contacts would have the ability to send messages. So they're sending a 25 words or less multiple times, depending on how much you want to get through, of what you need to say to someone that handles Blackstaff's business.
Yeah, of course. I'll wait for a reply then.
It takes a while. It's almost like that his personal assistant or whomever has to, get a hold of Blackstaff, tell him without speaking words, because otherwise it finishes the part of the spell. And then the contact gets a message back of basically, we're pleasantly surprised by this information. You have done the agency well. A reward will be in your favor. Basically that.
I'm going to have them have my contact send a message again, letting them know that Smoke is traveling alone and under disguise, but is tired of running and wants a confrontation with Blackstaff specifically.
Fuck you. Oh, I do like this.
Hi, buddy.
The second you said I'm going to see somebody, I was like, oh, this motherfucker's turning me in. But Smoke knows none of this, so...
The response back is much quicker, so the personal assistant probably stayed with Blackstaff to, knowing that there was going to be a conversation going on. And they basically ask if you can help detain Smoke, and to give this contact any information on what he would physically look like to help with trying to locate him if you could not detain him yourself.
So I'll let them know that I am really just like a really, really low level, because I'm in disguise and they don't know it's Fraudry. So I'm a really low level, not even like recruit, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I just happened to see a white tabaxi matching the description, changing into disguise, traveling alone around Silverymoon, and putting out feelers for Blackstaff to come meet him near Silverymoon to end this, basically. So I don't feel capable or qualified of tracking this incredibly dangerous person that Blackstaff has a bounty on.
The response you get back is we'll take it from here. The contact will stay in contact with you if you wish for the reward.
I'm gonna go hide, and if Smoke, like, I'm letting the contact know, if Blackstaff kills Smoke or takes him in and this is settled, I'll come back and collect. But until then, I'm terrified of this tabaxi, and I don't want to be found out. Like, I don't want to collect, I don't want to be walking around with a bunch of money in my pocket, because that's pretty obvious. Who turned him in?
So you are done conversing with those with Blackstaff at this point.
Yep. I will leave. And I'd like to make sure I'm not followed.
Okay. You can pretty much always tell if someone has their eyes on you with your passive. You are very knowing of when someone has their gaze on you for too long, and you don't get that. It's a pretty good day to do some shady business because of the amount of people that are just walking, doing their own thing, keeping to their own business.
Well, I found a quiet place to duck into and change back out of my disguise, and then go find somewhere to sit, reattune to the longbow warning.
Okay.
And away from the head of disguise. And at that point, that's 2+ hours just for attuning alone. It's probably time to go meet at the moon bridge, I imagine.
You got to the afternoon with Zara, a little bit of time with Rorik. Yeah, it's about time in the afternoon to start seeing what has Smoke found out, what they've done, and see if time will reset.
Alright, I'll go meet up with them.
So everyone is together at this point. And it's been a stressful day for you, Smoke, and it's been pretty laid back for everyone else as you are just waiting for time to pass.
At this
And
point,
go ahead.
I was about to say, it's probably near here that I'd be like heading off to the moon bridge. Inform Fraudry of what we did. Ask him questions of what he did, which is, I wouldn't dig deep. I just, you talked to Zara and the worm. Would you tell me, Fraudry? How was your day?
No, I would
Okay.
tell you that, pretty much the same thing happened. Talked to Zara, got the items, distributed those, talked to Wormworks, let them know. They were skeptical. And then I just walked around the town, observing.
Okay. Smoke's gonna believe you. I don't have a reason to incite you. Plus, I'm interested to see where this goes.
Slice insights. Slice knows. Slice
a-
sent you.
Can't roll for shit.
I meant like his little extra thing that he has.
Oh, yeah. Slice studies me.
I'm at this point in time. I'll probably just be like, I'm gonna go wait on the bridge and see if this man kills himself again tonight. But deuces, like
Slice knows everything. He's next.
It's a live omission, I would think, more than.
I'm again. Slice isn't actually insight checking him. I just did it because his insight's
Yeah.
better than mine.
Yeah.
I just did it for shits and giggles. Because my deception sucks.
So, Smoke, you are just hand sweating, knees weak, mom spaghetti, going invisible, waiting for Dad to arrive. And then time goes on. And the sun dips beyond the horizon a little bit further. And a little bit further. And you're just waiting for the second that the time resets. And then it becomes night. And Dad hasn't shown.
I'm gonna wait a little longer. Probably like another 2 hours, and then I'll head back to the ship.
Okay. Does everyone stay with you, or do they go back to the ship after?
I mean, they were free to do whatever they wanted, whenever. I was sitting at 5 o'clock. I was sitting on that bridge, invisible. If they were with me, then that's up to them, I guess. Yeah,
So y'all's choice, whether you stuck it out with Smoke or just went back to the ship waiting for time to reset.
Got nothing else to do.
Okay. Do you then continue to stay with him after evening, after dusk, after it becomes dark? Or do you just think Smoke is just a little bit too crazy and this is all just a little weird and you're going back to the ship to go to bed?
No, I feel like Roger's wise enough at this point to realize Smoke isn't lying, at least not intentionally. So he's sticking around, and either we'll go back to the ship late, or we're gonna wake up on the ship. Doesn't matter.
And Vasily and Tos?
I'm going back to
You spoke at the same time and I catch none of that.
I'm going back to the ship.
Going back to the ship
Those.
in the evening or when it gets past evening?
In the evening.
Okay. And Vasily?
I'll just hang out with Smoke.
So
Okay,
Slice and
so-
Toes went back to the ship.
Yeah. And do you guys talk about anything? Do you just sit in silence waiting
I mean,
for the sun to go down?
probably idle chatter. But Vasily, do you have Zone of Truth, or is that just Toes?
It's just Toes.
Probably should have had him do that on me, so that way you knew I wasn't lying. But fuck it.
Roger starts sweating a little bit.
Oh, I forgot to have Toes cast Zone of Truth on me this morning. That would have made all convincing you a lot easier. Regardless, give it another 2 hours. Make sure that maybe he got farther away and still plans it tonight and needs more time to get here. So again, just gonna kill 2 hours, and if he's
Well-
not there by then.
You keep watching. I'll go check on his house.
We
I'll
don't-
hop in the room.
We don't know where they went because they just moved immediately.
I think I can track someone. Well enough.
Go for it.
Robbed and the day's gonna reset.
Yeah.
I'll hop in the room
Chris,
and see
don't
if
do
I can
it.
start tracking them.
Okay. Make a because this is a ranger thing and ranger things are based on wisdom, make a wisdom check. On a perception. Investigation.
Survival is for tracking, I thought.
Yeah, go ahead. This is where different additions in my head just like running together. So you've been around this town quite a bit, and you get a feel for how the neighborhoods are built. So you don't look in the slums for them, hoping that they've done something with the 800 platinum that they were given. And so you start checking past the old wall into this area here. And you look for signs of people just moving in. But it's hard to do so because most people, when they move in, they have a ton of stuff. And there might be wagon trails in the dirt or on cobblestone. Eventually, you pass by houses and you're looking in windows that have lights on. And you almost miss it. But it's the sounds coming from a building, a house, in the well-to-do area. And it's sounds of exclamation, like of joy, of happiness. You see the family, and they are eating a good dinner, a decent dinner for them, and they are just so overjoyed that you can hear it from the streets.
That's really nice. I'm gonna sit and watch them for a minute, and then I'm gonna fly 595 feet away and take a shot through the window.
Smoke may
It
fix a
resets.
day, but he won't know why it resets.
So the father start the loop over again.
Do you actually take the shot?
No, of course not.
Gonna be trying to fix this forever, not realizing that at the end of every day it's Fraudry who's resetting me.
Blacksoft, I need you to get here today, not tomorrow. Today.
The night goes on, and
Oh, sorry. I'll go back and let them know. Yeah.
so you let them know that the family's really happy, and they're eating well, and to feel good. And it gets later and later into the night. Something that Smoke hasn't experienced and is just himself overjoyed at the sight of night.
My ass is going to bed.
You all go back to the ship. Toes and Slice are already asleep by the time you get back. Assuming that you guys didn't stay up. You go to bed. Smoke.
I'm
wake-
gonna keep watch. I'm
Okay.
gonna wake up early and do like last watch, basically.
Smoke. You wake up. And you have a song stuck in your head. It's the song that you've been playing. I did get thee, babe. But you're in your bed this time.
Can I recall, is this song like actually like a thing that I can read?
Like the music you can read?
Yeah.
I Make a performance check to see how well you can read music, because I would think that the Guillermo would just like teach it to you physically.
Well, I meant I meant Jake can read.
Oh,
Like,
Are there lyrics?
Are there
Oh.
lyrics somewhere that I can like, you know? Because I did the Fair Maiden, probably a song relating to Sune, whatever her name was. So I just want to try and like, since it's stuck in my head, I'm gonna go over the lyrics, realizing that this is
a love song. The lyrics will follow the medieval version of "I Got You, Babe." It's a love song, but nothing about it, other than the topic of love, is a connection to Sune.
You know, I want to be like, I want to pray to a god, but I'm not a cleric or anything. They're not gonna fucking answer me. Shit, I'm gonna sit down. First thing, I'm just gonna kneel over the side of the bed, make a quick prayer to Silverymoon, the goddess I usually worship, and just say, I'm still faithful to you. I just need to ask questions of another god. Please allow me this. And then I'm going to pray to Sune and ask why.
The faintest memories enter your brain, and you don't know if it's you just trying to figure out, like running through your memories and trying to make connections where there may not be, or if it's actually some form of divination or divine sense, like some god doing this to you. But you do get memories of your times, of all the times that you've given to children, to orphanages. You are given memories of your year with Guillermo, and you are given memories of Guillermo's death. But you have
That tower we were in, what was it originally? Was it just originally like a war tower, or was it originally a temple? It was something with the dwarves, so they wouldn't have worshipped the sun god because the dwarves worship stone.
Yeah.
Or not sun god, the god. Well, they would worship the god of beauty. Sorry, I'm mixing up my stuff.
Dwarves are like Agma and the one that starts with an M.
Yeah, they wouldn't worship Sune.
Yeah.
Why do I know that?
What?
What are you guys doing to me? I just
You're
recounted
filling with-
D&D lore.
It's almost like when you play in a setting for 18 months plus several years, because Favorun's been in every edition that you recount something. Well, not every
Almost
edition.
like you hang out with us and we're gonna make you know things.
Of the visions, how much of it is focused on Guillermo's death? Like, does that one seem to... Would I know if Guillermo was a follower of Sune with the whole, like, beauty and all that? Bard, being a bard.
In the year, you probably talked about belief systems and whether or not he was devout, like not a cleric devout, but like super religious. Trey, what was Guillermo super religious, and to whom?
Not at all. No one.
I was about to say, I thought he was like an atheist type of deal.
Just like, you know, the late night drinkings over the year that you spent together would have, you know, brought up spirituality and afterlife and personal beliefs, and that's what you knew of Guillermo. Where you get the memories of his death, you get an very strong sense of the brotherly love that you had for Guillermo.
Brotherly, I think you misunderstand that relationship, but okay.
Okay. The fade to black love.
No, it was brotherly.
But you do not know if that was a god speaking to you or you just putting pieces together.
Why that fan? Well, I'll think on that. Let's continue. Are we just pushing on to Filbarr Citadel now?
That's on you.
This is a question to the rest of the group once everybody's up and around.
I think we should take a little bit of time to explain the events that happened to the people who deserve an explanation. Markholm, Seer, Zara.
No events happened to them, though. They remembered nothing. They remember nothing. It was only me. I've talked to them. I've asked to them.
Still feel like if you were trapped in a loop, you would like to know that you were trapped in a loop.
It
just seems a little... I don't know.
I think I was the only one trapped in the loop. I have a feeling it's from this goddess Sune, the one that Toes pointed out above the door, and I have a feeling she's probably not done with me. I don't know what she could want, what she could do. She might be done with me. It might have just been save this family there. I have a few ideas, but I kind of want to put some distance between me and this place. I've lived 4 days here back to back. I'm still recovering. I was going to get something carved into my back, but 4 days in a row now, and I'm guessing today still, Vasily will tell me it's stupid because I'm not an item, I'm a person, and while I'm still thinking it would be good to get, we could probably do it today. I don't really know what explaining that I was stuck in a time loop would give them.
Fraudry just shrugs. If you want to get away from Silverymoon, we can leave.
I'm gonna talk to Vasily one last time and see if he thinks that me having this symbol might open any doors, if there was some sect of spies or something that would have it in them to get past some things. If he says it might help, we'll still do it. But besides that, you got the magic items, we got the information from Wormworks. I know for a fact Zara and Markhan and Seer have nothing for us and said that killing a few days in Filbarr Citadel would give them time to figure out a little more about the wastes. So, I'll go find Vasily. Unless Fraudry has anything else for me.
No, that's it.
So, Vasily, you, I guess, make that decision.
Vasily, do you think that me getting the same engraving as you on my back would open any doors? Or would it just be fruitless?
I honestly don't think so. Only because the people who were there whenever I was there are no longer there.
Was this symbol the symbol of the Citadel itself, of the king there, or was it of... You came with a brigade from Silverymoon, correct?
I was a garrison there, yes.
So was this like the symbol of the Citadel itself, or the symbol of the garrison that was there?
It was a symbol of the house that I was under there.
So just because... So that symbol might not even be used now 300 years later.
Exactly. I don't see any point in it.
Okay, I think we can kill a couple hours here if anybody has any last minute shopping, but I think we should head out to the Citadel. I'm just gonna stay on the ship.
Chris, did we find out if anyone here knows anything about Filbarr outside of what Mark Owen told us? Like, it's relatively close to Silverymoon, right?
Yes, it's in the Silver Marshes, where Silverymoon is also in that area. Let me bring you to the map.
We asked around, I remember that, and they pretty much gave us the base history of it, but nobody's really heard much since the dwarves took over, I think.
Think the night before, on 25 chess, you told Marcon and Seer to research the Filbarr, yes?
Yeah, I know we talked to Mark Cohen about it.
Yeah, I know he pulled out a book and gave us the brief history, but...
So, Silverymoon is here. Citadel Filbarr is there. Silverymoon. Oh, look at that. I've not had any technical glitches until that moment when the arrow was made.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's gone now.
Filbarr is so closed off that, like, nobody really has any contact with it. Is that
There's
right?
not. So there are. Filbarr does some trading with the surrounding areas, like Sundabar. There is trade, but the tradespeople don't really chat about news.
Alright, I was just making sure there wasn't anything we could gather in 2 hours to let us know what we're walking into.
It's just over a day's flight, so we'd get there, like, the next afternoon. Or, like, the next morning.
If you want to go back to Seer and Marcon, they've had a day to look over Citadel Filbarr. It's your choice.
I'll go with you if you want to go, but...
Nah, let's just go.
I mean, I've asked... I did ask them on one of my days, right, if they learned anything new. No, I think I just asked them about time.
No, I think you did go see them, because you went to make sure that Mark Owen wasn't being affected as well.
Yeah, and I asked them about time loops, and I think I also gathered any information they had about it, and I don't think they had much more information.
No.
Like, we only
nothing that would be beneficial.
We only gave them, like, an overnight to study, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw it. We could spend all day getting information, but we're never going to really know until we go.
Okay. So, hold on.
I mean, we'll be back here in 3 days. 3 to 5 days.
It's more just preparation and making sure we don't walk into a dangerous situation blind.
I think that's how we've been doing most things lately, sadly, and I agree we should be finding information, but I think most of the juicy, helpful things is being kept inside. The few dwarves I've had the unpleasantness of knowing in places like Mirabar and Luskin were very secretive in their ways, and they're not very much at letting their secrets out to the world. I guess I got reincarnated into the right body in some aspects.
You want to go back, Smoke?
Huh?
I don't know if I've ever asked you that.
What do you mean?
Do you want your old body back?
It's hard. It's... Yes, internally I do. Mortally I don't. Getting my old body back would shave around, from what I've read of dwarf lifespans, around 250 years off my lifespan, which is something not something to mess around with, but...
It's a long time to do... what?
Exactly. I'm getting tired, to be honest. I don't know if it's just these last 4 days that have shown me that sometimes things get tagged. I don't know. I still want to do my mission. I still want to find things, but I'm also realizing that the more I do this, the more that they can replace people faster than I can do anything about it. So, well, I still want to do my job for now. I also want to probably have another year off, or probably have a year off, go and reevaluate my life, maybe. Who knows? We have things that need to be done of us for now. Apparently the world's ending. We're getting world-ending relics appearing to us, so who fucking knows if I'll even live to see the day. I guess that's mainly clouding my judgment at the moment.
It is a little heavy to think about, but let's focus on what we can focus on now, right? To Filbarr, then.
The Citadel Filbarr. And I'll whistle up to the captain to start leaving.
Okay. So it is probably like 120 miles to Silverymoon, from Silverymoon to Citadel Filbarr.
Yep.
Okay. And it's how many miles a day?
I believe it's 120. 8 miles, what's 8 times 24?
Math. Ben. I don't have to build the phone.
192 miles, so we could make it in... Oh, it's 200 miles a day. I really need to write that down somewhere, basically.
So you can reach there that night.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll want to go in at night. I think we'll want to go in the day.
Unless we want to go in at night. Do a little, how shall I say, quiet reconnaissance?
That is definitely something. Maybe try and go in at night, but if they turn us away, don't fight or try and get in. I would like to do this. We don't know what to expect here. We don't know if it's just going to be a citadel of dwarves living semi-peacefully in their semi-rightful place. They did build this structure first. Or if it's going to be a hollowed out den of death and despair that's been taken over by some ancient fucking dragon.
Well, I should ask, Vasily, what are you hoping to gain from this? A history book? Ledgers? Accounts of your time here? Closure?
I honestly don't know. Because I can't even remember anything. So I don't know what there would even be to gain.
Are you hoping to regain memories?
I don't know if I would even want to.
That's a good point.
Well, let's see how bright the city is at night. If it looks lived in, let's just get there and go from there.
Agreed.
Okay. So you travel and you go to make it there at night. And here's a new map!
No map!
Ooh.
This map brought to you by Trey. We like Trey. For all your trade needs and wants, contact Trey. He can be found in the Discord.
So you come by. Ooh.
Also, I don't recommend
Roll
Trey.
20 did not like that.
You don't recommend what, Trey?
I don't recommend Trey.
That's okay. We recommend Trey.
I
9 out
love
of-
you, roll 20.
9 out of 10 people recommend Trey.
I'm the one person that doesn't.
No, Trey's the one person. You find 8 out of 10 people.
You come by.
Recommend. Unfortunately, this is just statistical average, and in this case, 0 out of 6 people recommend Trey.
Nice. Sick.
So yesterday I was like, hey, help me prep. It's your shit. Like, we're doing your thing, so help me prep. Here's everything I know about Citadel Filbarr.
I have to prep my own stuff.
I fucking
okay.
love the name of the gates, though.
Yeah, they are nice.
For a Dwarven Citadel, the Hammer, the Anvil, the
That's
Rune Gate.
their actual names, though.
Yeah, that's their,
I know, but I like
their
it.
word.
I'm here for it.
You did this because you did this faster than I did just learning how to use Incarnate. That's why you did this.
Like 10 minutes.
That's why you did it. So, you come from the west, so you go from the anvil side.
I just drank like 12 ounces of coffee and I don't know why.
Where did you get coffee?
I still had it from work.
Why?
I've just been mindlessly drinking it.
I gave you a Pepsi, which also has caffeine,
Uh-huh.
and you drank coffee?
All I wanted was just one Pepsi.
A Pepsi's?
Don't ruin a good song.
How, like, what's the activity
not
of the
sleeping.
city?
How
So
broad is the city?
it, you come to it in the evening, and it looks very lived in. You see, mini shops, which is F. You see mini shops with, fires going and, like fire lanterns on. Fire lanterns. I'm smart. This is words. You see several what look to be dwarven. They all are the same height-ish. From this area, start putting up their tools, their mining stuff, bringing back wheelbarrows of mining stuff. You see people going home in these areas, and you see not really anyone going home. There's more wagons than people walking home in this area. That's just from a bird's eye view.
So do I get the sense that it's a rich people area?
This one, yes.
Cool.
It's your
Haven't
people.
expanded outside the walls at all.
No, they live within the walls.
Are the gates open?
Not at this time in the day. Not from an airship, but airships bypass gates, basically. Whether
Well, yeah, I
whether
wasn't
that's
sure if we got
friendly
here in time.
terms or not.
I mean, we could metagaming. We have invisibility and fly. We could just fucking get into the city, but I don't think that's the right way to go about this one.
Well, I was asking more for like, are the gates open? Are people coming in and out? Do they close up at night? That sort of thing.
The gates are closed at this time, and there isn't anyone like coming in from the hammer or the anvil.
Let's just sleep and go in tomorrow, or do you want to try and find out something for Audrey?
Well, it seems to be like a pretty normal city. I don't think it's worth flying in even stealthily. We might as well just camp out here for the night, go in the morning.
Seeing the city, I want to check up on Vasily to see if he's okay.
That is a very good question. I'm so glad you asked. Hey, Vasily, will you roll one of them remembrance checks?
Roll that memberberry check.
The memorial. There are remnants. It seems familiar. There's the walls were of the location of the original walls that you remember, but they're built up, they're sturdier. The technology of wall making has improved since you were last here.
The wall technology is great.
The wall technology. The buildings have been updated. some of the older buildings that you might have remembered, like this big old pumpkin thing. You remember that building, but it looks different to you. It's been remodeled. It's been updated. No bad memories come back to you. No PTSD type memories. Just memories of familiarity. That's it.
Okay.
So he overall looks fine, like he's not having a...
He doesn't look like zoned out Nom Dog.
Okay, that's what I was just making sure that, like, he's not having a zoning out.
He needs a reboot now.
Yeah, I don't need to go press the button on the back of his neck.
No.
Excuse me, that button is
His no swear.
I don't need to insert my hard drive into his USB port.
You have a
need you to
floppy
put the
disk.
firmware in my software.
No, it's a hard drive when I see him.
Put your floppy disk inside my slot.
Yes, step bro. Yeah, nobody else is gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
I'm sure you don't want to give Vasily a manual update.
I mean, I can if you want.
I need you to blow me all the dust out. I mean,
Lord. So you guys park it and
I mean, we're
Go to
gonna
bed?
we're gonna stay airborne, but yeah,
I mean, Smoke is gonna park it, but
yeah, probably go up to like 200 feet, and just I don't know if I want to go like up to sky limit or not, but yeah, we'll just park at like a half mile off the city and sleep for the night.
okay. You sleep well,
Nice.
except for you, Vasily.
Fuck.
You being in the presence of your home, or a home for you, the home, your birthplace.
Is this where I was birthed?
This is where you were created.
Oh, see? I didn't even know this.
You have its symbol on your back.
That doesn't mean I know I was created here.
Okay, well, you were created here. You, having been given snippets of the Battle of Many Arrows before, most of your night is spent reliving the battle. Not just snippets, but extensive memories.
Nice.
this isn't the teaser trailer. This is like the E3 showcase.
Yeah. It is cinematic and traumatic.
Wow.
You watch as
Would you say that it's cinematic and traumatic, make the boys go loco? Is it Fergalicious?
I hate you right now.
It's cinematic and traumatic. It's got that hydromatic.
You watch as it's out of your hands. That you watch as the Citadel falls into the hands of orcs. You watch as
Also, not saying Vasily is racist or anything, but that's the only exposure he's had to orcs.
You watch as the leader of the orcs, and you remember a name. The first name of your memories. Obold Many Arrows. You watch as this orc stands victorious over your fallen brethren of Warforged and the fallen creator race. Whatever you want to call the people who created you.
Daddy.
The daddy race.
Never mind retconning that immediately.
And then you wake up.
I would say, like, do I notice this? But he only sleeps like 4 hours a night, and even then it's like a trance.
6.
No, 6. Oh yeah, because you're just in a trance. You don't get the shorter time. That's right.
No, it's not a trance. That would be an elf. We're separate races. I hope you know.
Yes, I'm aware. My apologies.
How do you take your memories? Sunny side up?
A shot of vodka.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
These memories, having been given to you in bits and pieces, are easier to take in its full actuality. You would be able to speak about these if you wanted to discuss them without problem, without any shutdowns. Or just don't talk at all. That's okay, Trey.
I don't, until I know everything.
You don't want to tell anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all wake up. Do you decide to fly the airship to the gate? Do you park it at the gate and walk in?
We should definitely head in through the south gate.
I mean, we're not gonna like enter foreign soil. Like, we're not gonna pull up a fucking airship to somebody's front door.
Drop here and we'll enter through the hammer.
Yeah, we're half mile away. We can. I mean, we'll pull it to like a quarter mile away from the gate, and then.
Well, this would have been where merchants would have landed, so you can drop it there.
Okay. So yeah, we'll drop it there.
Okay. You walk up to the gate, and there are very confused dwarven guards at the gate who look at you having never seen a variety of species in a group, such a variety in species in a group such as yours, and especially not a group walking to the gates without any goods.
Just gonna wave one of them down. Just gonna give basic introductions and say that. Why the fuck are we here, actually? What is our cover? We're just here to see the city? We've read about it?
I will tell them that I am Field Medic 094-A, first class of the House Kenneth, codenamed Vasily, and I request to be led into the city.
These guards are rather confused. Wow. 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 While they've known of Warforged in their own history, having fought with them alongside them in the Battle of Many Arrows, they haven't seen a Warforged since. Do you show them the symbol?
Sure. I'll turn around and completely disrobe.
Completely.
I mean, it's literally just like a covering. There's not a lot to disrobe.
So they see a rather antique version of the symbol that symbolizes their community, with each passing king, as the dwarvish people have been back. There have been new stages of the symbol, kind of like the queen's face on money.
You mean she's old now?
Yeah. Like with each stage, she ages, and then like there was Queen Victoria and money, and now there's
Man,
Queen
that would
Elizabeth.
be really cool if our money did that, because it would just be money with a bunch of skeletons all over it. It'd be fucking sick.
Wow. Anyway, so they see that a very very antique version of their symbol on your back. And their guard eases up, because at least you are from here. They ask again, what is your purpose here? Why have you returned?
I don't know. Something led me here.
Roll a persuasion check.
Fuck yeah. Let me explain myself further. Last I was here, it was under siege by the orcs.
Is that it?
You said one of them, like the actual orc's name is Many Arrows?
It is. This is his name. They name.
I remember Many Arrows. So the Battle of Many Arrows. Yeah, Many Arrows.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
The last time I was here was during the siege laid by Many Arrows.
Of many arrows. They excuse themselves and discuss amongst each other what they should do. And they come back. And they are wary, but they present access to you because they feel that, at least for yourself, as the only known survivor of Warforged from this battle, at least the only one that has come back, that you should be honored in some way for your service. Don't make it weird.
Can I insight check them?
Sure.
Okay, never mind.
Smoke is a mountain dwarf or a hill dwarf?
Mountain dwarf because I get the efficiency on the architecture.
Okay. There's some nice boulders around here.
Yep.
So
I like that
your
bold.
that's a nice boulder. The
That's
Feelings
not a
that you-
boulder. It's a rock.
the feelings that you get from the small interaction that you've had with these two guards, they're kind of like the Queen's guards outside Buckingham Palace. Like they're just walking and pacing the outskirts, with no real means of communication to the inside or anyone on the walls. Unless they were to like yell.
Can you imagine how big the foreheads have to be of those guys to fit in those hats?
That's why it's a hereditary job. It's passed down from father to son.
Lord.
Those genes are recessive.
The insight, the sense motive, if you will, of these two dwarves is that they have no idea what to do. And that they're hoping that what they're doing is the correct choice. Not
So
sending some... Good.
Basically, they're just passing the buck along.
Yes. They're hoping that the king and queen will want to see you. And hopefully they made the right decision, or they're fired.
But if it was the right decision, could be a payday.
They're hoping.
Actual candy bar, you get king sized.
Now I want a payday.
It's peanuts that are surrounded on peanut butter.
Now I want a payday. Shut the fuck up.
Caramel.
I love how it's king size because it's from the king.
Exactly. Thank you for understanding that.
Wow, I hate you all. So they order for the gates to open up. Where do you leave the ship?
Vasily said, I think it was like a half mile out, and I'd usually tell it to fly once we're off of it.
Fly, you fools!
So you'll contact them when it's time to head back?
Yeah,
or do you want them just to like stick around right here?
No, they're just gonna fly up to height limit. Just hitting. We can message them with either what. We can either message them with Vasily sending or just teleport directly to the ship.
Well, in 10 minutes, teleport there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you enter the gates by foot. And it is a lively city. But you, except for Smoke, tower over these people. It is all dwarf. It is a bustling city of hard-working folk.
It's like a living buffet toast. Look. Oh, that one has red hair. I bet he's spicy.
Is that how that works?
Oh, Vasily, where do you keep the veal?
The feel. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna change my song to something else.
Is this a cook it yourself place, or do we have to collect them and take it to the bar and watch them cook it for us?
Okay.
Do we pay up front?
So you walk and are given the directions to head down and to the right and those in charge of those gates will let you through to see the king and queen. You pass by many people who are getting ready to go out to the mines. You see many people setting up shops. You hear many people working on their trades. Do you stop to check out someone's wares, or do you go immediately to the rune gate?
I'm following Smoke and Vasily.
I'm following
I think
Vasily.
we're straight from the rune gate.
You're going straight to the rune gate?
Yeah.
Okay.
All it could be any use of me. I'd have any use to check out people's wares anyway.
Unless those wares are food.
I mean, you can purchase
Well, the
food
joke
that isn't people.
anything.
What, Ben?
So the joke is that I can't purchase anything, which is why it's useless for me to check it out.
He's poor.
Yeah,
I have zero money because I keep
That's a
spending
shame.
all my money.
it's a shame.
But it's worth it because now I have a 23 AC. So
Because it's worth it. So you pass by the residential areas, you pass by several shops, and you go to the rune gate. And you pass by, or you're stopped at a pair of stone doors, each 20 feet high, 3 feet thick, and are covered in these runes. Does anyone want to read them?
Can anyone read?
Yeah, what are they written in?
They're written in Dwarvish.
So yeah, I'd like to read them.
I would like to pretend that I can read them.
Okay. Do a... For those who can read in Dwarvish, you can either make a history check or an arcana check with advantage.
Oh,
If you don't know Dwarven, then you do it normal.
I already
Is
have
it history or arcana?
Yeah.
How?
Do I get double advantage because of dwarf shit?
Do we get double advantage for rolling the exact same numbers?
I just
Do I even get advantage? Because it's a history check, but I've never been here.
Do you know Dwarvish?
I do.
Then you can read it. So go ahead. Nice. Everyone knows what these mean.
Except toes.
Except for Toes, but he will act like he does.
Should I roll
These
deception?
you can. I was gonna have you fail anyway. Because you wanted to as a player.
Well, in this case, he's trying to act like he can read this.
So
Toes
make
is
a deception.
Toes is insecure about the fact that he can't fucking read pretty much anything.
Make a deception.
I think everyone has a passive insight that's necessarily greater than or equal to 10.
I will whisper the words to Toes.
Why did you roll it twice?
Because the second
Oh,
one's
for
slice.
slice. So, everyone is
rolled
in. Good.
I rolled an 8 and I still almost beat Jake's natural 20.
Yeah.
So everyone is in pretty much agreement that these runes are deadly, that they're magically inclined to be to place a barrier between the civilians and those who are ruling. For those who rolled history, you can guess that this is a great accomplishment for the dwarves in their reoccupation of the Citadel. To be able to protect themselves again. Toes, you are studying these runes and you are trying your hardest to act like you know what you see. And while no one says anything, everyone knows you can't. But no one says anything about it, and Fraudry just walks over and whispers what the runes mean for you.
Got you, man.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
The same thing kind of goes on with these guards. You've already made it in, so you have been given enough. You've given a good enough reason why non-dwarves should be here.
Oh, no, I'm a dwarf. Okay, go on.
But the Warforged, the lizard, the lion, the human.
The witch in the wardrobe.
Yes. And you are given access to where, and they speak by name. Once I find their name, it's in my notes. They give them by name. Yes. They speak of King Morin and Queen Tithmil by name instead of just the Queen and King and Queen. The visages of these dwarves that are on the side of the castle are new. Like, they haven't been there very long. There isn't much wear on these newly chiseled pieces of stone. The last time you heard of anyone ruling the Citadel wasn't King Morin and Queen Tithmil. It was King Emrys Warcrown. That was the last time anyone in history knew who was ruling Citadel Filbarr. And so you are led to the sitting area of the castle, awaiting an audience for the king and queen. And I think we'll end there.
Okay.
Pog.
I'm good with that.
Pog? Did you just pog me?
I'm trying to pog you.
I hate you so much.
I was watching a video and two people were talking to each other. One person's like, "Hey, how's your divorce going?" The other person's like, not great. It's pretty hard." The other person was like, "Pog." And they're like, "Did you just pog over my divorce?"
Did you just pog my divorce? Well, that's where we're getting divorced. I got
Honestly,
pogged and
you
didn't like
don't,
it.
you don't pog your friend's divorce. Are you actually a friend? Like, my dad's getting divorced, and I am flat out, when I see him tomorrow, going to look at him and say, absolute poggers. And he's not going to know what the hell I'm talking about.
Well, I did want to raid someone who's playing D&D, but they are currently taking a break. So, how about some Pokemans?
Okay.
Pokemon Emerald.
How long are they taking a break for?
It does not say. There's not a timer.
Yeah, we'll do Pokemans.
Pokemans. I just don't want to raid people and they're like, oh, I have to wait for a D&D session to start. Thank you,
That's
Sphinx.
fair.
I appreciate you
Good
and
session.
everyone else watching.
Everyone enjoyed.
Ice Fonks.
Also, tune in tomorrow if you want to see more D&D.
More D&D. Only
'Cause-
roles are reversed.
We'll do more. Because we
We're-
like it.
We are
We have a
visiting
problem.
an old, big friend.
God, why do we all have so much health? I just held a D&D Beyond overlay.
Because we're fucking level 16.
Well, I think Toes is like 14 because he won't ever level up.
That's true. Toes is behind.
My D&D Beyond overlay is updated to my current health. I think that's the only thing I update every time I go back.
I think Smoke is only over 100, barely, right?
No, 130.
Okay.
Ooh. It was 100 for the longest time. Anyway,
You're
so we're
catching up, man.
Raid Whiskey, who was playing Pokemon Emerald right now.
We're gonna
Which-
raid the whiskey cabinet while we go back to our childhoods with Pokemon.
It's very easy
Yeah,
to remember how much HP Exa has right now because he has 69.
Noise.
Emerald was the first Pokemon game that I finished because I had the book.
Me too, Chris. I didn't have
I
the
never
book,
played.
but it was the
I never
first
played
Pokemon
it.
game I finished.
Also, I raided and I didn't have anyone to have a chance to say goodbye. I just